Welcome to another Do Not Disturb Dog Walk. It's 4:30 on the 23rd of May, my mum's birthday, one of Katie's kids' birthday, 13 years old today, and Do Not Disturb. Good. I started to make a start on a recording just not long ago, and then I got interrupted because I didn't push Do Not Disturb. But now, Miss Wild has got no chance of getting hold of me. Oh yeah. This guy might be bothered by the bus being here. But anyway, what was I ranting about before I got interrupted? Yeah, so, across the road, recording studios, and Miss Wild and one of her daughters are doing some voice talent tomorrow for an animation. So I've stationed the house here so that they can just be here. They were coming to stay the night anyway, the two kids, 2 of the 4, and that's it. I can park them up here, and then I'll go to work tomorrow with the car. And then I've got appointments after work, 2 appointments. This is a big busy day for me back in the hut. But anyway, we are in Miramar, and I'm really stoked to see that there's a CF Bedford ambulance parked up over here, just down the road. So we're going to get right around that, take some pictures. Hey, Quigley's probably going to hold me up because he's all about I need to wee, and he's looking for a good spot to wee. If this is your first time watching this channel, just reminding you, just saying the same thing I always say pretty much every other episode. I don't film my dog doing his business, so don't worry. It's not a YouTube channel full of dog poop. He poops a lot. I pan the camera away. Sometimes I pause the camera so I can pick up the poop without struggle of trying to not let the camera see it. Oh wow. Okay, there's a Bedford all parked over there. And I don't think there'd be much wrong with me walking over there and going for a look at it. But first we'll do this one. Wow, the street's full of Bedfords. And there's a V-dub over there. A V-dub beetle. Cool. I think I need to take pictures of all these things. Wow. This is an eventful episode. We're in Miramar with our big Bedford house bus, freshly road legal since just a few days ago, and also seeing other old Bedford vehicles parked around. I think that one over there is one too. This is Bedford City. I just need to get it's not my usual practice walking on the road with a dog, but we've got to get a picture. Alright, let's go. There's the whole other side of the road there, buddy. And look at me like that, dickhead. Woo! Okay, sorry about that distraction. People like that piss me off. I should be able to stand on half the road and he should be able to drive around me. He looked at me like I'm an idiot. That's definitely a Bedford. This camera autofocus isn't the best. I might have to edit this and put the high-res pictures up for you. IW760. I'm not going to get a good picture of that. Good enough. I need to stand back a bit. I don't like it when the whole vehicle doesn't make it in the frame. It bugs me. So you can see what I'm doing. Now, I hate to say it, but the better picture of the front is probably from the road. I'll go stand on the road again and see if I can piss someone else off. It might not be actually. Okay, it's not a bad picture. It's not the worst. There's people living on the street in their Bedfords. And considering this is the filmmaking area, like filmmakers galore, film studios and all sorts around this part of Wellington, I wouldn't be surprised if it's film set workers that live in these. Hey, what do you reckon? Maybe I'll shoot another shot of that. I wonder if the lens is dirty. I could make it dirtier just by trying to wipe it with my thumb, eh? Might make it worse. Alright, so we have to backtrack a bit and go and take a picture of the other Bedford, which is over yonder. I was not expecting this, not at all. Oh, my poor dog. He really needs to pee. He's just peed again, but he needs to pee, and I'm bloody dragging him around in a hurry, ignoring his needs. Let's stop ignoring his needs. You already peed on that. Hey, somebody pooped there. That's a poop. Oh. Well, I'll tell you what. The very, very cool thing about these Bedfords being here is that we fit right in. You know, I saw this big empty lot here and I thought, oh, I want to park the bus in there. And that chain was just down. I actually just watched a guy put it back up. Step Ahead Stairs is the name of that business. What about this one? What's this? What's in this building? I'd like to know. Now, definitely a bit of a grey area shooting this where it stands because it's on private property and I'm standing on private property. The neighbour's private property, I would imagine. Yeah, autofocus is not good. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. I just realised I went selfie mode and I thought that might help me to show you what I did to myself. Maybe. See, I shaved my face. Anyway, that's that. Yeah, so that happened last night. And if you watch the very end of... I don't usually show my face on these videos. That's something I've become conscious of. Mostly because yesterday... not yesterday, because I didn't film a video yesterday. Recorded the day before yesterday. We accidentally stopped the video right towards the end of... I was already going to be stopping the recording soon anyway, but the dog jumped at me and bumped me, and it somehow bumped the recording off. And then I did a little bit of a piece to camera. So the direct previous episode to this one, anyway. Look, you want to see my ugly face, my big ugly face. Might hardly ever show my face on the dog walk videos, that's for sure. But then, of course, there's the playlist on our channel called mini documentaries, and the mini documentaries, I'm not camera shy. Oh, do you think I should get pictures of the Volkswagen? I think I should. Might as well. That's a bit of a special car. Tell you what. Got 2 zoom on that. Tell you what. Yeah, if this is your first time watching, I say some stuff and you won't understand it because it's, well, I mean, unless you speak to the old Māori. You're a Kiwi, you're from New Zealand, you understand Māori, that's good. But most of our viewers are from overseas, I've noticed. And yeah. So we have a native language here in New Zealand. And it's called Te Reo Māori, language of the Māori, right? What did you just do? That was a funny sound you made. Did you try to scrabble up the wall? Yes, and I speak to my dog in Te Reo Māori. I hope that's something that people appreciate. I'm not fluent in the language, so I've just learned the few basic common things you'd say to a dog. Yeah. I just want to have a look inside here, and you might want to too. Oh, that big for sale sign's just ruining it for you. I can see through that, but I don't know if you can. But yeah, I'm just noticing that the motor box is off. The motor's exposed. I shouldn't be too loud because there might be someone inside this camper van. I see a LED light controller on the dashboard, so that's a good sign. They've got some LED lights to brighten up their life. Cool. Anyway, moving on. No. He found a chicken bone. Thank goodness he didn't just suck it straight into his mouth and start crunching on it like he does. Come on, Quigs. Okay, so I guess I'm excited about doing a dog walk here in Miramar because it's the birthplace of the Lord of the Rings film trilogy, etc. And wow. I'm just looking over the fence into that building we're just passing, and it's like a wardrobe. It's like a art house in there. What do I mean? I mean, it's like, what did I see in there? It's like it's the wardrobe department, and there's all sorts of art on the walls about costume ideas and things like that. I like that. Quigley Woggles, my doggy, Mr. Woggles. We're going for a walk. So, yeah, I guess plenty of people from overseas have been to New Zealand, and then this would be one of the places that they'd like to come if they're big Lord of the Rings fans and want to visit the birthplace of all that hard work for the costumes and everything to do with Lord of the Rings. There's a little Wēta Workshop museum over here, and Wēta Workshop, you know, I've obviously evolved and diversified and worked on hundreds, maybe thousands of other projects since the Lord of the Rings, but they've maintained a tourist attraction at this location called the Wēta Cave, where they show off all of their prowess with the physical, what do they call it? With all their art and design, physical manifestation of anything to do with the filmmaking. I've got a pretty sweet memory related to this big bin right here. When I was brand new to Wellington, and I came into this place to do a delivery, and I was like so stoked. I was like, oh my god, I get to do a delivery at Wēta. And I tried to drive I did the delivery over there at that roller door, and then I tried to drive my truck through here, and it took me, because I was a pretty newbie truck driver back then too, and it took me a bit too long, to realise that I wasn't going to fit my truck through here. And so I decided to change my mind and back up, and when I backed up, I hit this bin with the side of my truck. Maybe not that bin in particular, but it was a bin like that, and it left a big dent in the side of my truck. It possibly was that bin though, because it was exactly the same size. But you know how these things work with those big bins, they get picked up by a truck and taken away, and another empty one replaces the one that was taken away. Alright, so you might like to see these. These things are pretty cool. They're identical. There's a sign that says Wēta Cave visitors only. Thank you. It's a tour bus. Wēta Workshop official tour bus. Oh, it's had a bit of an accident. That's Wellington for you. It's got a dragon on it. Yeah, so if I'm supposed to have a plan for this dog walk, this is about as far as I plan to go. And then the rest of it is, I don't know this neighbourhood very well. But I'll just get in here. Get you a picture of this. Hey. Please do not climb on the trolls. Plural. I only see one troll. Oh no, there's one over there. Behind it. Quigley. Mr. Wuggles. Can I pose a picture with him? Can it be like he's holding my dog? That'd be cool. Taihua. Haere, you got sort of hung up on the fence there. I want it to look like... Stop, Taihua, stop! Wait! Sit! Sit! Yeah, the troll's holding my dog, look. That is cool. What a cool picture. I gotta stand back. You wait there. Wait there, Quigley. Say hello to the troll. Hey, troll. That's so well posed. Quigley, you are the man. Good boy. I'll go look at the other troll. Trolls plural. Of course there's 3 in the story. There's got to be 3 here. That's cool. These are very cool. Yeah, so sorry to spoil. I should put spoiler alert on this, let you know that I'm spoiling the surprise for you when you come to Wēta Cave. When you come to Wellington, New Zealand, and you come to the Wēta Cave. These are parked outside. Hey, but I'm not going to spoil the inside of the place for you. Quigley, Mr. Woggle. What's that place? Just a secret back entrance. Yep. So that's that. That's my little tour of the birthplace of the Lord of the Rings films. And now I guess the rest of the walk is just, let's see what else we can find in Miramar, in this area. I might examine the map and see if I can plan a loop walk for us to get back to the bus. I'm so glad it's not as cold as it was in Seaview before we left. Right. Quickly. Tell you what. If we loop. Oh, yeah. We'll go this way. We'll cut through a park. Yep, that'll do. That'll do. We've already done 20 minutes, so yeah, that'll pack out the rest of the hour-long recording that I want to make. Cool. It's an anti-clockwise loop. Quigley hasn't noticed the dog across the street yet. That's unofficial parking right there, eh? Oh, maybe it is official. Haere mai, off the road. Tell you what. You know, I'm real sorry, guys. Like, I know you must love it whenever I give my dog a treat, but it's real hard for me to remember to bring the treats along. I'm supposed to have them in my kit. That's what I've got to do. Put a supply of treats in my kit, because I'm obviously most of the time remembering my gloves, most of the time remembering to wear my water backpack. So obviously I need to add a little bit more weight to the water backpack. It does have some pockets. It fits in it, the harness and the gloves. And I found my case of microphones that I'm meant to put in there, but I still haven't done that. And I should be able to fit some treats. It's funny, I've got a thing about road cones. When lonely road cones are just standing around in random places doing nothing or serving no purpose. If they're standing, I like to knock them over as if to protest against their presence. But that one there, I almost re-erected it because it was already knocked over and I took myself out of it. New retaining wall going in. Good. I like seeing things get improved. Must have been real noisy around here for a while when they smashed all those in. I didn't miss it. There's a get off that car. There's a license plate back there with the word Trina on it. Trina, which is somebody's name. I like seeing other people with their names on their license plate, like me. Quigley. Tell you what. Oh, there's an empty section there. Some services are embedded in the wall. Well, there's a pipe there. I spin around sometimes, guys. I just do that because Quigley runs around me, and that's how I reset the lead. Quigley's loving this. There's a car like ours. Oh, it's even got the same wheels, I think, and the same body kit. Because you see these cars and they don't have the body kit. I'm not sure if those are the same as our wheels. They look similar, but I think ours might be bigger. Let's just have a good look at that. I wonder what size they are. It's hard. I can't read the numbers on this. I'll have a look at the back wheel. I think they're just smaller than ours, but the same style of wheel. Alright, 19560 R16. 16-inch wheels. So, I'll check ours when we get back, because when we get back the car will be back, and see. Oh, I needed to... Sorry, Quigs. How do I? Yes, indeed, it does. It does have the same front grille and bumper. Because the original car without the upgraded bumper and body kit has the ugly giant Nissan logo in the middle of the front, and it just looks dumb. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. It's okay, Quigley. It's alright. We'll be okay. Oh, you wet. See, sometimes I just look away and that's when he pees. And I do my very best, folks, to not film him peeing. Stop eating that grass. I do like him just being a dog and doing what he wants to do, more or less. He's a little bit unpredictable. Like, very rarely will he just walk. He walks, stops, walks, stops, walks, stops. That's how he rolls. That's how he goes. Oh. Oh. Quigley, sit. Inoho. Good boy. Good boy. Hey, quiet. Oh yeah, cool. We're there. We're at the place. Oh. I'm not sure. Oh yeah. Off the road, Quigs. David Farrington Park. I thought that I was going to find a way to walk through the park and cut across this block of land here, but no, we've walked around it. Nope. Off the road. Locked. I've got this is this bin locked or not in investigative mode when I see skip bins. Miramar Rangers. I guess that's a soccer club. Oh yeah, looks like the entry to a walking trail over there. Wow, there's an electric car charger in the street right there. Looks like his car's not electric, but it looks like this guy's gonna park at it. He's like, I don't give a shit. He's parking half and well, I would call that 30% in. Maybe 25%. Yes, so when I was looking for the spot to park our house, I drove through here. Just keep that in mind when you're looking at it as we go, because it's definitely a bus route and buses use it all the time, but imagine this is what being a bus driver in Wellington is like. You pretty much have to drive on the wrong side of the road. But we're all used to it, us heavy vehicle drivers. I mean, even cars have to drive on the wrong side of the road or down the centre line. So that's pretty much the rules of engagement with roads that are only this wide. Drive down the centre line and get out of each other's way. And another rule that we have, sometimes it's even signposted, but it's just a courtesy thing, that we give way to uphill traffic. That's what we do. Because it just makes sense. It's easier to get started again when you're pointing downhill. And likewise, if you stop, then when you're going uphill, it's a lot more energy to get started again. But anyway, I was driving uphill earlier on this road here, and a public transport bus was coming towards me, and then my assessment of the situation was that he can't give way to me. He can't even reverse up to give way to me, so I had to give way to him, even though I was going uphill. And I actually overdrove it a little bit before I realised that, because I was going initially thinking, oh, he's got to give way to me, as we usually expect. And so I overdrove a little bit and then realised, oh no, dumb, he can't give way to me. Really, it's easier for me to just slow down, stop, and then reverse up a little bit, because I had overdriven it, and reverse up and move off to the side of it, and then wait for him to carry on coming down. Oh, yeah. Oh, we just had a little moment there. Did you notice Quigley was like, oh, what's that? I think it's the first time I've ever seen him encounter a shuttlecock. A badminton shuttlecock. Oh, look, back entrance to the school. Just saying. I notice things like that. Caravan hidden behind a shipping container up there. Yep, so this is what it's like in the Miramar neighbourhoods. Pretty much, it's like this everywhere you go. Oh, look. Someone's made themselves a mirror. Hello. Hello. That's a better way for you guys to get a picture of my face, I reckon. Maybe. Hi. 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 Whoops. I bumped their gate. Woohoo! Quickly. Waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. He's like, yeah, but there's bushes. Nice smelling bushes. Tell me in the comments, would you rather live in a house that's up and you have to climb up to get home, or would you rather live in a house that's down and you have to climb down to get home? Now this car's just got its window open. Windows. Plural, looks like 2 windows open. Like we can't wind the windows up. The seat gets wet. That's a trash car anyway. I remember driving one of those once when I was a teenager. Jeez, I make myself sound old. I am old. Oh, look, this walkway, they're in danger of losing it. What's the government going to do about that? Is it an even a government problem? Wow. The retaining wall of the house above it ain't that great either. Let's tear the whole place down. Look at my dog, he's having a roll. You know what? That's enough green for you, mate. Come on, let's go. Because he turns green from doing that. He's real excited. Just got to close my water hose. Good. Oh. That's an electric car. Ugly little thing. Never really looked on the inside of one. Oh my god. Every BMW reminds me of a pig because of that design element. There's a fast walking person catching up behind us, so I'm going to just pause here on somebody's parking deck. Yeah, so people build these to park their cars on for lack of any other better option. Use of space on their property. And some of them I've seen were built a long time ago and are becoming derelict and, in my opinion, dangerous. And anyway, one of my educational things for truck drivers is Don't you ever dare drive onto one of those thinking you can use it as a thing to turn around on. Because they're usually engineered for cars. They can handle a couple of ton, but you can't park 5 cars on it, and your truck weighs the same as 5 cars. Or thereabouts. Hi! Whoa, watch out quickly, that was rude. Yeah, so I was coming that way with the bus and I needed to turn around, and this is the laneway that I used. I reversed into there and then went back that way. No, haere mai, haere mai. See? Oh, come on, mate. I don't know if I'll stretch this walk to an hour. I think we're about 10 minutes walk back to Te Pahi, the bus. I think it's very clear that that white ute has been parked there for quite some time. Here comes a bus, double decker at that. One with a motor, which is a bit... Huh, why did it stop? Is it letting someone in or out? Hey? Is it making out like that person standing next to their car is in the way? I think I would have just driven around that woman. Yep. But good on him for being considerate. Yeah, I would have just hanged the front of my bus over that opposite curb. Well, I don't know how much front overhang that bus had. We'll rewind the video and check that. I think the wheels were quite close to the front. Ooh, this Safari's got no back bumper. It looks weird. No tow bar ball either on its tow bar. No mud flaps, but they're probably part of the rear bumper assembly. Oh, it's got a hole cut out of the front bonnet. Oh my god, no license since 2017. No license plate on the front. What is this? This is illegally parked. You can't have unlicensed vehicle on the street. Park it on your private property, that's fine, but you got to pay to be on the street, dude. Locked. Yep. Free car. Oh, it's getting away with it. I'm not a narc. Wheels to the curb. I like it. I like seeing that. Most people are idiots and they don't do that. Oh, last night I was away out of town trucking on my weekly trucking escapade across country, and I was in a motel. I just had a flashback to this now, which is why I started talking about it. I was in the motel and there was a sandfly in the motel room. All the windows were shut. I don't know how it got in there. And there was another bug in the room too, but I don't know what it was. It wasn't a mosquito, but it kind of was about the size of a mosquito. Alright. So just so you know where we are, at the other end of that little road there, we walked past the end of it, where one of the Bedfords was, the one that was on the street, half on the footpath, with the LED lights remote on the front dash, and some other mystery switches, and an uncovered motor box. Yeah, I considered parking here, but because there was space, but the tree, it's like way too over the curb. Would have been, the only choice for parking there. I thought about, I drove around the block like twice, assessing this street as a place to park, and then I decided against because it's a bus route, B, because it's a narrow road. And it's, I'm not above parking on a narrow road, but the bus is even wider than these normal parked cars, so I wanted to try and get it on the curb probably a little bit to leave more space on the road. The street is sort of emptying out like I hoped it would, and I also wanted to fit in here, but at the time there was still too many cars here. I think this gap was here, and the bus would only just fit there. It would have been a real struggle to get into. Same down the street further on the other side. Some parking opened up there, and there was a spot there big enough for the bus, but so much other cars parked across the street from it that there was no way for me to manoeuvre into it. Then I've seen this grassy patch here, which people obviously get away with parking on every day by the looks of things. I think someone might be living here in that van actually, and I thought, well, if I come by again and by some miracle they move, and I thought about jumping in this gap here, but that would have been a bit rude. Yeah, so I'm happy with where we ended up anyway. All right, so I'm going to be a little bit cheeky and walk through here. It is kind of public roadway. I mean, it's not as if I'm walking through private property, but one of the reasons I wanted to park out here somewhere was because when Miss Wild needs to go to work on the recording studio tomorrow, this is like the back entrance. So it would have been just walk through here, turn left, and you're there. Wonder if I would have gotten a way of parking there. There's no sign saying private parking. And this is a little bit public streety, I must say. Right of way, no parking. Loading zone. Right of way, no parking. Might have got away with it. Except for people being able to look out their windows straight down into the top of the bus, and we have windows in the roof. Real good bread. Bakery, Shelley Bay Bakery. Obviously not located in Shelley Bay anymore, but that's because Shelley Bay, well, let me tell you about Shelley Bay. It's a little bit 6 o'clock newsy, and we usually We usually don't, or what's the word? We usually try not to talk about things that have been on the 6 o'clock news, but Shelley Bay, there's a whole lot of businesses there and a whole lot of derelict buildings, you know, and unfortunately they all got demolished. Well, maybe fortunately they all got demolished. Hey. And so some businesses got displaced. Oh, I see where Miss Wild has parked the car, so we'll keep walking until we get there. I was hoping she was going to get a park right across the street over here, because they were empty when we left, and I hoped that they would remain empty until she arrived, but never mind. Still time for me to look out the window and see an empty spot there and go and grab her car and move it, because I think here would be ideal. And anyway, we're going to go check out the size of the wheels on our car to see how they compare to that other near identical car that we saw. Shelley Bay. The other reason I wanted to bring that up is because look it up on Google Maps, Shelley Bay, and the area there. And I don't know what satellite will show you. It might show the buildings still existing, but I'll tell you what, they're all gone now. We've demolished the whole lot. And local government had plans to build a big social housing project there. And then Peter Jackson, the creator of Lord of the Rings, and he's become a bit of a property mogul now here in New Zealand, now that he's made his billions. Yeah, he decided to buy the development instead. And so now it's become mostly obviously his business and nobody else's business kind of thing. I just realised you could totally park there. That's not an entranceway anymore. Could maybe just come and park the bus here instead of where it is. But that's a little bit further away from... there's no obsession with being real close to Miss Wild's destination. But let's cross. Good boy. Maybe those wheels are the same size. Maybe the wheels actually are different. I'm trying to count the spokes. We'll have to compare to the video later. I don't even know what size our tyres are. Also, it's gotten a bit dark now. And there's no way I'm going to be able to read the tyre size. There's nobody in there, Quigs. Unless I pull out my flashlight and light it up. Leave it. You know what? I'm tying you to the fence, and that'll make my life easier. Oh, yeah, and then you'll trip me up, hey? Yeah, that's right, Quigley. That's your specialty. Let me find my flashlight. Maybe the reason I'm not... I find things by feel in this pocket, but I'm also wearing gloves, so that's a bit of a disability. Oh, here we go. My flashlight. And I was starting to think that, maybe I've misplaced my flashlight. Alright, let's assess these wheels for the size. What size wheels have we got here quickly? 17-inch rims, 205 over 50. Yep. So we've got the bigger wheels. Same wheel creator, very similar design. Probably more spokes on ours by my memory. But anyway, It's that curiosity satisfied. And that's going to be the end of the dog walk. 55 minutes. That's close enough to an hour. Thank you for watching. We're going to head home now. Got a bus full of kids. We don't put them on the YouTube channel, unfortunately. You won't be meeting them. Maybe when they're grown-ups. Depends on how long we keep this channel running for, I guess. Whether we're around long enough to meet them as grown-ups. But we believe that our youngsters deserve their privacy until such time as they can make their own decisions about what to broadcast about themselves. Just so you know. Oh, see another dog approaching. I've chosen to cross the road because they don't want to. That's what dog people do. They go, oh, there's a dog over there. I'll cross the road. I don't want to have an encounter. Look at him. He's just standing here patiently. Yeah, so I'm going to call it. Thanks for watching. It's been great. I hope you enjoyed getting a little bit of a show around of this part of Miramar Peninsula. Cool. Gonna love and leave you. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.